In 1776, America declared its independence with a bold promise for the future. But when the Treaty of Paris ended the American Revolutionary War in 1783, the work of building a nation had only begun. The harder question was, could 13 separate states actually hold together as one lasting nation? One Pennsylvanian believed the answer was yes. His name was James Wilson. Born in Scotland in 1742, Wilson came to America in 1765, and just a year later he moved to Philadelphia. It was here that Wilson studied law, built his career, and in May 1775, he joined Pennsylvania's delegation to the Second Continental Congress. As America moved forward towards independence in 1776, Pennsylvania was still deeply divided over whether to break from Britain. Wilson ultimately voted for independence, and he signed the Declaration. More than a decade later, in 1787, he represented Pennsylvania again at the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia. And that is where Wilson made his greatest mark. He was one of the strongest voices arguing that the United States needed an effective national government, strong enough to defend the country, raise revenue, unite the states, and endure. But Wilson's deepest belief was even bigger than that. He believed ultimate power did not belong to a king, to a parliament, or even to the states. It came from the people, and it needed to stay there. The idea is at the heart of the Constitution's first words, "We the people." After the convention, when the Constitution still had to be defended, Wilson gave one of the first public defenses of the new Constitution. He stood in the State House yard behind what we now call Independence Hall, right here in Philadelphia, and he made the case for ratification. Within 2 months, Wilson's speech was reprinted in more than 30 newspapers across all 13 states. He helped explain why a stronger union was not a threat to liberty, but the way to preserve it. President George Washington later appointed Wilson as one of the original Associate Justices of the United States Supreme Court. So why does James Wilson matter? Because he helped give America one of the most important founding principles, that our government gets its authority from the people themselves. And here's a remarkable fact. During the Revolution, Wilson's own Philadelphia home was attacked by an angry mob after he defended accused loyalists and opposed their harsh treatment. Several people were sadly killed or wounded. The episode became known as the Fort Wilson Riot. It's a reminder that Wilson's belief in liberty was not just theoretical. Even in a time of war, he believed the rule of law had to matter. As America turns 250 years old, James Wilson reminds us that Pennsylvania did not just host the founding of our nation. Here, Americans argued over what liberty required. Here, they built a constitution strong enough to hold a nation together. And here, Wilson helped give voice to an idea that still defines us today. Ultimate power belongs to the people.